What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be talking about one of my favorite stocks. Asking an investor to choose their favorite stock out of all the stocks they own is similar to asking a parent what their favorite child is. So obviously it's a very easy decision, and for me that decision is Skillz. And so I'm actually on Skillz's homepage. Obviously you can also guess from the title what I was going to be talking about. And Skillz is my favorite stock, not because it's my largest holding, not because it's my largest gainer, not because I plan on holding it forever, but it's just really cool. So let's go ahead and take a look at my holding of Skillz, and then I'll do a deeper dive on what Skillz is, just in case you guys aren't aware. So Skillz is currently at 20.45 a share, up 3.69%, and it definitely is no stranger to really big moves. I mean, look, just take a look at how much it moved from, let's say, April 20th to April 26th, right? It went from about $12 to $21. So volatility is very normal with Skillz. And you can even see the volatility here, right? Between late January all the way to mid-March, there's so many, like, 10, 15, 20% swings on any given week, even sometimes on any given day. And so basically with Skillz, they only IPO'd here on April 27th of last year. So they've been around for just a little bit over a year. They went the SPAC route. And so, yeah, so currently I'm up about $1,700 or 27%. So not the greatest average cost, as you guys can see. The bottom was here at 12.55, but I did what I could to average down. I'm actually really happy that once we had this rally, we actually had a double dip, and so I was able to buy more and average down here. So I'm very happy with this position. I think this can get to 40 at some point by early next year. So let's go ahead and take a look at another reason why I really like Skillz from a position standpoint. And that, of course, ladies and gentlemen, is the covered calls. You guys know I'm a huge fan of covered calls. I like covered calls more than dividends personally. And you're going to see why in a second. So if we look at my history, we can see that I'm no stranger to covered calls, especially on Skillz. So for example, here on June 2nd is me selling some 618 June 18th calls, which was last week at $35 strike for $55 a piece, and that is $110 in premium. So obviously there's no options event that happened. This actually was straight cash in my pocket once they expired. And on June 8th, I did a 625, which actually is for tomorrow. I have two 625s that I opened on June 8th. One for 35 a pop of premium at $40 strike. Another one $65 a pop at a $35 strike. So obviously this one's closer to the money, so it's a little bit more. And so these are going to be expiring. And so, because obviously Skillz is not at this price level, so I'm going to get this premium tomorrow, and then opened up some more covered calls. So that's two contracts at $25 a piece, expiring 7/16 at 35. A little bit aggressive, I'm not going to lie. So we'll see how that one plays out. But I don't mind taking profits at 35 if it gets there. Keep in mind that I do have 400 shares. So if half of them get called away, that's totally fine. I'm going to, I don't think I'm going to wheel this thing out, but I'm going to be more aggressive, or sorry, more conservative on the remaining strikes. So anywhere in the 30 to 40, even like $50 range is probably where I'd be selling the strikes, and nothing less. And so, yeah, so pretty excited with Skillz. And so this thing is just a cash cow. So obviously, like, if it doubles, this 8K is going to turn into 16K. And by that time, of course, who knows how many covered calls I'd cash in on. It's probably going to be hundreds of dollars in covered calls. So yeah, very pleased about this. Let's quickly talk about what Skillz is. I know I've talked about them before, but just in case you guys are new to the channel, hi, my name is Alex. Feel free to subscribe and like the video. Hopefully we can get this video to at least 10 likes. I think it'd be really cool. So Skillz is basically a mobile game platform that enhances the social and competitive aspect of gaming. So in their own words, connects players in fair, fun, and meaningful competition. It's actually available for both iOS and Android apps, which obviously is like 99% of the market. It helps developers build multi-million dollar franchises by enabling social competition in their games. So obviously, developers like Skillz and the folks that are using this to game obviously like Skillz as well. And one fact about Skillz is they actually host millions of tournaments every single day, about 2 million at this point. And so just going through their investor presentation, exactly as I said, developers love them because they get to share their art with the world, and gamers love them because they get to connect with others through meaningful competition. I mentioned 2 million tournaments per day, and that's actually 2 billion tournaments per year. That's a B right there. 1.6 billion in gross marketplace volume. I can obviously just keep scrolling through this. I'm not going to do that, except I do want to share a couple more slides. So the first one here is that minutes per paying user per day. Skillz takes more of a per user on a minute basis than some of the leading apps like TikTok and YouTube. And obviously we know how immersive gaming can be, especially of the mobile variety. And the advantage of mobile gaming is that it's so accessible because everyone has smartphones now. Another highlight here is the disgustingly amazing margin right here of 95%. Another disgusting number here is 92% revenue growth. I mean, come on. Also, the average lifetime value is consistently increasing. And so this shows that they're able to squeeze out more value or revenue from each of their users as time goes on. So it's actually a platform that's getting better and better. As you guys can see, gaming is a massive industry at about $175 billion, which is obviously going to be larger than books. Obviously, it's going to be larger than music and movies. Not quite as large as television, and I'm pretty sure this includes streaming services as well. So I don't expect Skillz to actually overtake that. But obviously, mobile alone is about 50% of the total gaming industry, right? And so we have to keep in mind that this is a really, really large market. Wrapping it up here, this is actually one of my favorite slides. This is, you can see the ecosystem of games growing. And so we can see some of the top games by year. And we see here that the number of games that earn $1 million in annual gross market value is actually increasing by at least, let's say 20 to 30% on a conservative basis per year. So here in 2020, they have about 36. I would definitely bet that this would be at least 40, maybe 42, and 45 on more the aggressive side on 2021. I couldn't find the slide here, but another number I saw when I was watching another YouTube video on this actually showed that the amount of paying customers that Skillz has, so not just total customers, but paying customers, increased every quarter, I think, for the last couple of years. So pretty healthy growth, pretty healthy margins, and upside is super sky high. So I'm a very, very proud shareholder of Skillz. Of course, like I said, if my shares get called away at 40, that's fine, right? Like it might happen. But as Skillz keeps going up, let's say it hits like, I don't know, 25 or low 30s, then of course my covered calls at that point are going to be much higher than simply 42. Because look, I'm even getting decent premium, and I'm selling these like, maybe even 40% above the current share price. So if we do get to, the high 20s, low 30s, then 40% of that is obviously going to be higher than the 35 and the 40s that I'm used to. So all in all, as you guys can probably guess, I really like this company and I plan on holding it for the foreseeable future. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.